Good job, everybody. Go ahead, slowly get up in a way that feels comfortable and natural. Continuing your good breathing. Maybe turn to the side and rise up. So the mind tends to travel when we sleep, and that takes the breath away from the body. When you don't have enough breath in the body, we have more cortisol. So what you just did there was you allowed your cortisol levels to balance out so that you don't have to carry that with you, all this tension throughout the day. Now, when you go to do your poses, and even just sitting up should be a lot easier, less strain on the back and on the joints and on your muscles. If you do that every day, it'll start to create a new balance and a reset for your entire nervous system. So if you can practice every day, try it. But every class, I'll try to remember to at least give you 5 minutes. But now we're going to do some yoga breathing, which is called pranayama. When you sit up nice and straight, I want you to pinch your thumbs. It's called a mudra. You place the back of your hands on your knees, relax your shoulders, elongate the neck, lifting the top of the head up, but keeping the chin slightly down. We're using only the nose for pranayama. So as you breathe, use the nose to inhale for about 3 seconds. And then also out the nose for 3 seconds. And repeat a couple of those. Last one for good luck. Well done. All right. Now we're going to invigorate the body with more energy. So when you breathe faster, you get more energy circulating through the body. Sometimes you don't want that, but right now we want to get it moving. So we're going to use our nose again. Place your awareness in your lower belly, below the belly button. And as you inhale, move your awareness up to the chest. So basically your attention starts here, then moves up, okay? And all within 1 second. On the exhales, we're gonna start with our attention at the top of the chest and exhale 1 second, 1 Mississippi, move your awareness down back to your lower belly, all right? Let's try it out, about a minute. Here we go. Great job. Back to your neutral breathing. 3 to 4 seconds in, 3 to 4 seconds out, as natural as possible. Allow the nose to breathe in and out. It helps to stay lighthearted, to get deeper breaths. You see, even the facial expressions can determine your energy vibration of your heart. A slight smile or serene expression allows the heart to relax. It also allows the lungs to breathe deeper, expand more. When you're serious-faced, narrow-focused, your breath becomes more shallow. Your heart hardens a little bit, and your lungs do not expand as much. So if you don't know how to lighten the heart, just put a gentle smile or serene, peaceful expression on your face. And it really works. All right, everyone back to neutral, normal balance once again. We're going to do an exhale out the nose exercise where all you do is breathe out. Now, after each exhale, I want you to pause for a split second so your inhale comes in naturally without forcing it, okay, as it should. And inhales, again, will be soft through the nose without even trying, but the exhale is what you have to put the effort into, okay? Exhale, 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 all out the nose. Ready? You'll feel your belly fluttering in and out if you're doing it properly. Let's begin. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in as much as you can first. Out the nose only. Begin with short exhales with short pauses. Go. Great job. Exhale all the breath out. And then take a deep breath in. Long exhale out. And a few more of those neutral breaths. Deep breaths in and out. And last one. Very good. Next exercise, last one for pranayama. Place your right thumb on your right nostril and breathe in through the left. Ready? Let's go. Take your right ring finger, place it on the left nostril, and exhale out the right side. Good. When you're out of air, inhale through the right side. Excellent. Thumb on the right, exhale out the left. Sorry about that. Keep exhaling. And then when you're completely out, inhale through the left. Right ring finger on the left nostril, exhale out the right. Relax under your arm, relax your shoulders, and really release all the pressure. And then breathe in. And again, plug the right, out the left. Inhale. Plug the left, exhale. Stay lighthearted, relax the shoulders and under your arms. Swallow if you haven't in a while, and then inhale. As you breathe, your mouth will secrete saliva, and it's good to let it go. And then swallow. Pinch the right side, exhale. Inhale. Pinch the left, exhale. Inhale. Okay, last one, both sides. Pinch the right, exhale. Inhale. Pinch the left, exhale. When you're fully out of air, you can drop your hands. And take a deep breath in. And long exhales. Go for 3 to 4 seconds in, 4 to 6 seconds out. Probably the best breath you've had all day. You may feel the whole body feeling circulation. When you feel pain, it's not necessarily bad. Or discomfort, it's not necessarily bad. What you're feeling is circulation trying to get to places where possibly the nerves or the nadis are blocked. The blood vessels may be too constricted and blood's trying to flow now that it's more oxygenated. And so as you stand up and walk around, you'll start to feel all that discomfort dissipate, and you'll feel like you're back to normal after maybe a few minutes. But let's go ahead, take one more deep breath, and then rise as you breathe. Use your breath and get on up. Whew. And pretend like nothing's wrong. Feel your feet connecting with the ground. Try to look straight ahead and breathe as you move. You will already feel the ground, so you don't have to look down. Let your feet connect and walk it out as you breathe. And your body will tell you where you've been holding on to tension. Some people on the inner part of the hip, some people outer, some around the knees, ankles. And feel free to exhale out the mouth. Out the mouth does release pressure that the body holds on to. All right, very good job, everybody. If you need to grab some water, feel free. Go ahead and get a little sip. And I'll meet you at the top of your mats when you're ready. All right. Hopefully you feel more relaxed in some places at least. Some places you may be more aware of, but that's just a sign of your body saying, hey, let me get some blood, let me get some oxygen, let me get some chi or prana flowing through me. So as you're aware of the tension, internally you can release and elongate your exhales to really let go. Okay, let's start at the top of our mat. Today we're going to do a little flow movement where we move from one position to the next pretty quickly. After that, we're going to do a little slower, longer holds and get into some ground yin yoga to end the class. Okay, all right, let's start at the very top and begin with some inhales coming up. And then on the exhales, your hands should be together, dropping in front towards your chest. Fully descend. And then inhale again. Good. Exhale. And while we do our movement, you can exhale out the nose or the mouth, whatever feels good for you. The difference is when you exhale out the mouth, you're actually releasing some energy, but it does help release pressure. When you keep the mouth closed, you keep the energy in, but sometimes you hold on to pressure. So on your own, just do what feels right. Okay, last one. Very good. Bend at the hips. Drop your hands. Keep the legs straight and try to touch the ground with the heels of your palms. After one breath, you can drop your hips while you spread your feet out into sumo. We want our heels down, feet flat, elbows on the inner thighs. Bring the hands up to the chest. Open the chest and press the elbows into the knees or the thighs. Breathe deep. Tough, I know. It's comfortable for the organs, and eventually the hips will love this. Okay, drop your hands, and let's walk our feet back. Okay, go ahead and walk your dogs by pushing one heel back, twisting the hips slightly. And as one heel pushes back, the other knee bends. So we're alternating back and forth. And again, breathe how you like. Just keep it consistent. Don't let your breath stop for any feeling, thought, or idea. Good. All right, next, downward facing dog. Push your shoulders back and down, away from your hands, and try to push your heels to the floor while you're doing this. Take a deep breath. And your next breath, walk your feet a couple steps in, and we're going to push our hips up to the sky on our tippy toes, and then push our shoulders back and down once again. Take a deep breath. Legs straight, arms straight. Another breath. Great job. And next, let's lift our left leg up as high as it can go, as straight as it can be. Push your shoulders back and down. Shoot your hips up to the ceiling and hold it for a breath. Left leg in the sky as high as it can go. Great job. Bend the knee, bring the heel to the glute, drive the knee towards your chest, and turn it. This is all your left leg, and place it down closer to your left hand. Your left foot, you want closer to your right hand, and sink your hips back and down. Top of the foot touching the ground, melting into the ground, so your ankles can relax and your Achilles can get a little stretch there. Shoulders back and down, chest open. Take a breath here. Feeling good, lighthearted. And let's sink the chest down as you straighten out that back leg more and drop your elbows forward underneath your shoulders. Take a breath here with your chin down, neck elongating. And one more time, extend out even further. Hands all the way out, chin to the chest, and take a deep breath. One more. Well done. Next inhale, walk your hands in under the shoulders. Toes down, lift the hips up, and take your left leg, bring it up as high as it can get. Three-legged dog, shoulders back and down. Pulse your leg 9 times. Keep it straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Drop it and walk your dogs. Nice job. Next, take your right leg and lift it up into three-legged dog. As straight as it can be, as high up as it can get. Push your shoulders back and down. Take a breath. And next breath, inhale, bend the knee, heel to the glute, drive the knee to the chest, and place it down on its side while your back leg, left leg extends back. Toes down in the back. Sink your hips to the floor. Hold it there for a breath with your chest open. Good. And we're going to drop our chest on the next breath, sinking your hips at the same time. Elbows under the shoulders. Take a breath. Elongate the neck. And next breath, you can extend your hands out. We'll hold it there for 2 breaths. Nice. Take a deep breath in. Walk the hands in. Always let the breath initiate your movements. And continue the breath as you continue your movement. Ready? Toes down in the back. Lift the hips up. Kick your leg back. And let's pulse it 9 times. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. Straight leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. And drop the leg and walk your dogs. Remember to breathe even while you're walking. Great job. Left leg comes up, three-legged dog, and let's bend the knee and turn the knee up towards the sky. This is called scorpion. Push your shoulders back and down and breathe. Great. Switch, other side. Nicely done. And drop it. Ready? Turn to the side. Both feet on the sides. One arm comes up. And stretch to the sky. Take a breath. And as you breathe, switch to the other side. Nicely done. Next breath, back to the middle. And we're going to bring our chest down and forward into chaturanga. Inhale, bend, drop the elbows, keep them close to the body. Bring the chest forward and up. Nice. Upward facing dog just for 1 breath. And then drop into cobra, halfway down, and slither side to side, cobras. Good. Breathe as you do it. Good. Good tricep workout too. All right, now we're gonna push back into child pose as we breathe, keeping your hands where they are as best as you can, and sink your hips down into your heels. Take a couple deep breaths here, just two. Chin to the chest, hips to the heels, shoulders to the floor. Next breath, come on up onto all fours. Quadruped position. And try to make your back as flat as it can be. Hands right under your shoulders. And on the inhale, we're going to do the cow. Breathe in, lift your chin up. On the exhale, drop the chin and raise the middle of your spine up like a cat, like a scaredy cat. Good. Inhale, chin forward and up. Your back will do a natural curve. And exhale. Good. Couple more. Inhale. Chin up. Exhale. Back up. Rounding. Inhale. And exhale. Well done. All right, now bring your hands to your right side and then take your left leg and bring it forward, stepping down. Okay, now take your back leg, your right foot, and get up on the ball of the foot and extend it. Make sure your heel of your front leg is underneath your knee. So you may have to scoot it back a tiny bit or adjust however you need. Good, hold it there. Now let's straighten out the back leg as best as you can. Don't let the knee sag. And then take a deep breath. Look forward, open up your chest. Good. Now let's turn. Ready? So the hand closest to the inner knee is going to raise up, elbow first, and then the hand. And stretch to open up the chest more. Stretch back and up. Oof. Oof. Good. Drop down. And put your knee down in the back. Drop your front leg back and switch legs. Bring your hands over. Deep breath in. Hold it there. Remember, the heel is right under the knee. Toes down in the back and straighten out that back leg. Hold there for a couple breaths. Good. Open the chest a bit. Looking straight. Don't let that knee sag if you can catch it. I'd come lift it up for you, but I got to show you also. All right, next, we're going to open up. Remember the hand closest to the inner knee. Bring that elbow up. Look up at the hand as it stretches up. Keep that back leg as straight as it can be. Both arms straight. Open up the chest. 2 breaths. Good. And back down. Y'all are doing awesome. Drop your knee. Both knees down. And we're going to turn to our side for a little side plank. Okay, you can put your forearm down with your hand down and step up with your left foot so your foot is flat and extend the right leg out. Keep your hip off of the floor and don't let your hip, your oblique sag. Keep it up. Bring your other hand up. Your left hand is up and reach over your head. Take a deep breath. Palm facing the way you're looking. Bicep to the ear. Good. Let's switch. Right foot comes up, left leg extends out, nice and straight. Turn it to its side. You can drop to your forearm and keep the hip up. Reach the hand over and breathe deep. Nicely done. Back over to the middle. And let's sit back in a child pose. Hands out in front, hips to the heels, shoulders down, relaxing to the ground. Okay, one more deep breath, melting. And let's go up into downward facing dog. Ready? Toes down, hands flat, hips up to the sky. And if you need to walk your feet closer to poke your hips higher, you may. And push your shoulders back and down. Good. Breathe deep. One more deep breath. Nice job. Raise your left leg up into three-legged dog on the next inhale. Bend the knee, drive the knee to the chest, place the foot flat between your hands. And we're going to rise up into warrior one position. One more strengthening exercise for both sides. Lift the thumbs up as you rise up one vertebrae at a time. Good. Exhale long. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight on the ball of your foot. And we're going to pulse up and down. Ready? Bring your hands together. Inhale, bring your knee down to where it feels good. And then exhale, push up. Good. Straighten out the legs. Down and straight. Inhale and exhale. Good. Keep it up. Last one. Great job. Drop the hands and turn the back foot to the side. Front knee bent, back leg straight. Warrior two. Elbows out, hands extend, wrists lead the fingers, and then stretch the fingers out into both directions. Look straight at the front hand and stretch with everything, both directions. Your back hand may start to drop, catch it, and bring it up to your shoulder height. If you feel it dropping, bring it up, even in line with your shoulders. And breathe deep as you hold it. Great job. Drop. And bring your hands down. Drop your front foot back. Take a breath and go into downward facing dog. And next breath, raise your right leg up. Three-legged dog. Exhale all your breath out. And on the next inhale, bend the knee, bringing the heel to the glute. Drive the knee to the chest and place your foot flat down between both hands. From here, keep your chin down and raise your lowest vertebrae from the hips all the way up to the shoulders up, but start with your thumbs raising. Good. Build some stability muscles. Bring the hands up, Stretch up for one breath, and then you can bring your hands together and we will pulse. Ready? Inhale, dropping. Exhale, extending. Good. And again, just as low as you feel comfortable. Feeling a good stretch and strengthening at the same time. Good. Last one. Well done. Drop your hands and pivot that back foot. Front knee bent, back leg straight. Remember to push both feet through the floor evenly to distribute your weight. Extend the elbows, wrists, and then fingers in a straight line. Stretch as you look forward, beyond your hands. And again, stretch both hands, keeping the arms at shoulder height. Keep stretching like you're reaching for the walls. And breathe deep every time. Good. One more breath. Whew. And relax. Pivot back. And bend back down, bringing your hands down. And walk your leg back. Ready? Walk your dogs one last time. It's the last walk for your dogs. You got a good walk today. And push those heels back. Awesome job, guys. One more downward facing dog, pushing the shoulders back and down, hips up to the sky, chin to the chest, deep breaths. Straighten out those legs. If you need to walk your feet up closer, do it. Last breath. And let's bend the knees and either jump forward or walk forward. And next, we're going to raise our hips up. Push the heels of your palms down. Next, inhale. Raise the lowest vertebrae, starting with the base of your spine, and let them rise up one click at a time. Thumbs come up to the outside. Bring your hands up as you rise up. Stop at the top of your head. And let's bring the hands down on the exhale. Very good. One more time, or two more, sorry. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. All right. Great job, everybody. Strong. All right. Grab a little water, and we're going to do some yin stretches next. Yin is for recovery, healing, cooling down the energy in the body. And, after you do a lot of movement like we did, it gets the energy warm. Also moves the blood, which is great. But when you want to be able to think good and have all the functions of the body working well, you want your energy to be cool, okay? So think of it like this. Your body is the greatest electrical system known to man, okay? And when electricity gets hot, what happens to the device? Doesn't work right, right? So when our energy gets too hot, it can happen from just emotions, right? Or overthinking. Then the body doesn't function the way that it naturally does. And it gets hindered with certain types of movements and things of that nature. Even your thinking might be off when your energy is too hot, okay? So what yin yoga will do is cool down your chi, your yin, okay? And so what I want you to do for this is hold the poses for longer and work on releasing while you're in these postures, okay? First one's gonna be for the groin. It's probably one of the hardest, but we all need it. So we're gonna go into a frog position with the knees wide and the feet wide. Okay, if you wanna go to the side, you can. Whatever's easier for you. If you're okay with touching the floor, you can use hand sanitizer at the end. Now, if your feet are wider, you'll get a deeper stretch. But if it's so deep that it hurts, bring your feet in closer, okay? That's also fine. Now, I want you to try to hold this position where you drop to your forearms. And don't move your hips forward or back yet. Just keep them right where they're at. And breathe deep while you're here. Sorry, let me change that music. It's a little ominous. I like the bamboo flute. And again, we're working on releasing pressure from the inside out, so you don't have to move to do so. Just breathe. Awareness alone with breath will help you release. If you'd like, you can extend your hands out even further. It is going to add more pressure on the joints, but it lets you learn about deeper levels of tension that you could release. Awesome job. Inhale, walk your hands back in. And let's bring our feet a little closer in so our knees aren't too wide. And drop the top of your feet to the floor. We're going to sink back into what we call the saddle. Okay, so you're sitting as far back as you like. If you want to drop your elbows, even your shoulders, your head, all the way to the floor, that's totally fine. Breathe as you do it. Great job. Inhale, chin to the chest, and rise up. Okay, let's sit flat. Spread your feet into a V. Be a big V if you like, doesn't matter. Any kind of V, even this is fine. But whatever gives you a good slight stretch. So we're going to go deeper into the stretch as we bend forward. Ready? Sit up nice and tall. Exhale all the breath out. And on the inhale, let's dive forward. Chin to the chest slightly, palms touching the ground. Try to keep your knees flat down. Don't let them turn to the sides. Keep your ankles straight and melt towards the ground. Drop your shoulders, elbows, and wrists. And if you want to go deeper, you can round the shoulders and extend the hands out as you breathe. I usually walk out like a itsy bitsy spider. And then once it feels very uncomfortable, I'll stop, drop, and melt into that pose. Oh, great. Remember to keep relaxing deeper and deeper. Longer exhales help to release more pressure that's being trapped in the body. Natural inhales is what we're going for through the nose, and long exhales. Very good job, everybody. Roll the spine up one vertebrae at a time as you breathe in, and bring your feet together. So you can do a nice seated forward fold. Ready? It's not like the V sit and reach. You're not trying to go extreme. Okay? Relax and drop your chest. When you feel a pull in your neck, your back, your hamstrings, whatever feels a little discomfort, stop, drop, and breathe more. Chin all the way into the chest, touching, and you'll feel your neck and your back, how it connects to your legs too. Breathe through it and keep releasing the pressure, dropping the chest more and more towards your thighs, head to the knees, and breathing. From the back of the neck all the way down to your Achilles heels. You can feel a good stretch, and just breathe deep as you melt. Go deeper, round the shoulders, walk the fingers out, and when it feels very difficult, once again, drop, sinking the wrists, elbows, shoulders, and fingers too, connecting with the floor. Keep melting down. Couple more breaths. Great job. Inhale, roll the spine up. Good. Everybody feel their neck and back on that one? Great job. All right, for the last one we're going to do, it's a spinal twist. So you can lay all the way down on the ground. Arms are going to be out. One leg will be up and folded over your body. Look towards the direction of where your foot is that's hanging across to the side. Looking that way. And you'll notice the shoulder tries to rise up. So my right foot is over, so my right shoulder is raising. You might be the opposite. Drop the shoulder as you try to drop the foot to the floor. Relax the rotator cuff. Relax the chest and let the back of the shoulder blades touch the ground. Back of the arms touching the ground. Breathe deep, both legs straight. And for a deeper stretch, you could try to raise the overlap leg up higher towards the arm on that side. And remember to melt deeper into your pose. If your spine allows it, you can look in the opposite direction and see how that feels. If your neck or spine don't like it, turn back. If you're okay with it, remember to drop the shoulders. Good, and let's switch, other side. Remember to straighten out both legs. And start out looking towards the direction where your foot is falling. But keep that up, shoulder down. Don't let it lift up. Work on relaxing the chest, relaxing the shoulder, and letting the back of the arm and hand, even the shoulder blades, touch the ground. If you want a deeper stretch, raise your leg up higher, the overlap leg. And if you like, you can turn and look in the opposite way. Did an awesome job, y'all. Go ahead and lift back up and lay flat for about 5 or 6 breaths in our final resting pose. If you like to put your feet down, it's easier on your lower back, do that. If you prefer to extend your legs out, that's fine too. But I want you to try to melt any tension that you feel into the ground. Relax the neck. Relax the shoulders. Relax the hips. Relax the knees. Relax the ankles. Relax the wrists, the elbows, the back of the head, your crown, around your temples. Relax, relax, relax. Don't forget the ribs and the solar plexus. Let it sink. As you inhale, feel the belly rise. And as you exhale, feel the lower belly descend. Relax the solar plexus as you breathe in and exhale. A couple more, guys. Doing awesome. This is where you really decompress and let the changes start to happen. You're transforming to become stronger, longer, more flexible, more resilient, and overall feel more comfortable within your body or vessel. You guys are going to have great energy flow throughout this day, and it should carry over all the way through the weekend. And maybe see you again during the week so you can keep building a new natural state for your bodies. All right. Great job, everybody. Go ahead and kick your legs out one at a time, like you're pedaling on a bicycle. And if you want to bring your chin to your chest, you may. You can lift the arms off the ground and extend the leg as far as it can go, and then switch. So get your core working really good, and that's where you want your energy to be when you need to move. Okay? Great job. Hug the knees, chin to the chest, and roll back and forth like an egg. And sit on up. Crisscross applesauce. Sorry to keep you extra couple minutes, but I want you to relax too. Arms out. If you just got here for Tai Chi, that's perfect. Palms up, and take a deep breath, letting all the pressure release. Next breath, bring the hands up. Stop at the top of your head, exhale down. And remember, all things are energy, okay? And when you say namaste, that means the energy within me cherishes the energy within you. Namaste. Good work, everybody. Thank you for being here.